Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
Now, faking the give. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete, but it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call. So a lot of options on the table now. It's first and 5. Off the play action, here's Fields. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, so they take advantage of the first and 5 situation and pick up the quick first down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You can just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They go play action with Fields. This one complete to Palmer. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Play action now for Fields. That's caught. It's Javon Baker. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Fields. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. He's got a man. It's Walker. Second down and 3.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is into the hands of the rookie from Oklahoma. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Baltimore. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Into space. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he's going to take take this back all the way. Touchdown, New England. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, Fields gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that will wind up incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. The 1st quarter has come to an end. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A handoff here, up the middle. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Here now, 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was 5. They'll look to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect.
And the defense unrelenting, a 3rd consecutive sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now Their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Fields now. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Quick throw, taken in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The PAT, up and good. And the Pats move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now, faking the give. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go now.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll run. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. It's a 1st down and a gain of 16. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. And now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Fields now on 2nd down. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. They're able now to go down and come away with points. They'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Play action now for Fields. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 18 yards on the connection. 1st down, New England.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Fields. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Fields now to throw on first down. He'll go right and find his running back, and he's going to be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least got to come away with some points.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Patriots. That's a 2-touchdown game for them. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Right away, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Ravens 7.
All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out The third quarter is underway. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll get forward for about a yard, with Justin Reed up from his safety spot to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. They go play action with Fields. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New England. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A throw on the run is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That's Christian Barmore working his way in for the sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll get this one up to the 19-yard line.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Off the play action, here's Fields. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Patriots ready for the punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Looking for room out on the edge. He's not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league. and it results in a negative play.
Second down, it's Fields. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That return not going to work out at all. He backs up trying to make something happen and is belted down for a loss on the return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and...
Ready, break.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal.
Ready, ready. Ready.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will get just a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
Fields now on second down. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Fields now. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Wk8 bursting in and recording the sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Up the middle they go.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 3. First down, Patriots.
Got it. Ready? Set. Set, go.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now a give up the middle.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Fields to throw. He finds Bell. That's caught. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down. I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a first.
First and 10.
Come on. Set.
Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
So second down, and they'll run it. He's to the 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Patriots stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. They'll look to throw. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Third down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's got a receiver, that's Baker. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.